Hey everybody. So I'm going to do a quick little warm-up that I've been working with this week with my students, and hopefully it helps. I want to start just reminding everyone to take breaths and breathe in, maybe stretch a little bit, give yourself those couple of minutes to put yourself in the right place, put yourself in the right space, let everything else go, relax your neck muscles, relax your shoulders, and get ready to sing. And then just take a few minutes and kind of make some noise. So thinking about getting a bit of a yawn in your throat, having that open space, and you want to think tall in the back of your mouth, even while we have the front of our mouth closed. So we're going to hum and make that space. So think mm. And a lot of times we've been working on trying to kind of get over the break, making that passaggio or that switch from chest to head voice, getting those things up. So sometimes it's great just to make the noise, think it all the way from from the lowest part of your range to the top part of your range, and then also just doing that little part. So I'm going to go all the way. And then I'm going to think about just making the switch. Sometimes if there's like a big crack or whatever, you might need to slow it down a little bit. And just force yourself kind of through there. So that's what all the slidies are for, which we've been doing. Today, this week, we're going to work on just actually walking up. Just walking that transition up. Again, for some of you, it might be easier to go down, so the up is what's hard. That's why we're working it. For some of you, this might actually be easier, and that'll be great. I want you to think about starting with that open throat and the forward space. We're just going to hum first. Again, right about here, maybe where you're switching, or maybe it was earlier. But thinking about as you're doing that, don't let it go, and I'm like shoving this up where I'm squeezing. Even if you're not lifting your chin, if you can see my throat starts to squeeze, and you feel that like where it just gets cut almost in my throat. So thinking that bigger yawn, but then still that whiny, so I get that. I want to think stretch the back of my neck, not the front of my neck, and make that switch wherever it is for you. That was really light for me, because I've also been teaching all day. This is why I should do this at the beginning of the day, not the end of the day. But that also does bring up a great point that sometimes it matters what time of the day, what you've been doing already that day. Don't push yourself or stress yourself out because it's not working. Sometimes it's just going to be a little bit different than others, and you've got to adjust to that moment. Good. I'm going to come back down and do a few of those again. right here where we're kind of making that secondary shift for most of the females, I want to make sure that my bottom is still kind of gives a little bit of that mixy. It's not totally way up there and real light because I do want to make that switch. Making sure again that it doesn't start where I'm way back here, because to go is like this massive shift, right? I'm shifting away from the behind to here. So I want when I start that it's still kind of on that lighter end or more forward end. And then I'm just going forward with it. When you get up here, it's not lots of sound. It's just kind of in my head. Almost that dog whiny. That's kind of where I want to feel it. It should be that easy. Good, and I'm done. Then we're gonna go back and do it one more time, one more pass through. I'm gonna start the exact same thing. This time I just want you to open at the top. So you're gonna hum all the way up. We're gonna do different vowels and see which one you like best. So we're gonna start with O. Now we're gonna switch it to A. Keep the same drop and round instead of going nay. I don't want the big smile. We love smiles, but not when we sing. So I want to think more dropped. Good, and then let's switch to, let's do ah, just for fun. Because it gives me that real nice and open. Good, and then last one, we're gonna come down and we're gonna start, and let's do it on E. So we're just gonna start. Try and think real round on that E so it doesn't go again, kind of no smiling. Sometimes it helps if you do the little chubby lips. It's not hello, my name is Chubby. It's just a little bit. Wow, do you notice the difference even when I did that? That was a big difference. It does really help if you kind of give it a little bit more. Ooh, one of my teachers called it flowering your lips. I always think about Sebastian and you gotta pucker up your lips like this. But I want a little bit more. Then try ooh. Then I want to combine them and drop that and do e. So we're gonna go. I want less and just right in that little spot. that's your warm up for the week. Try them all, see what vowel works best for you, and then kind of stick with it so you can find that right spot. And then we'll put all the rest of them in there. So let me know which vowel you feel like works easier. Hey, that was really easy to go up and hold on that one vowel. I just felt it in the right spot. Or man, that vowel just really pulls me out of the spot that I need to be in. Those are all really important things. A lot of times then whatever your favorite vowel is, that's what I would sing your song on. And it does matter for different people. So one of my voice coaches, who's like phenomenal, freaking phenomenal. Hello, Mindy. She loves ah and hates e. And I'm like, how do you even do that? I avoid ah like it's the plague and like it's the coronavirus. I avoid ah as much as possible and sing everything on e. So E and O are like my faves. Everything happens on no and me. Like that's what we do. So that's how I kind of work to find the right spot because those work best for me. So figure out, that's why we kind of did all of them on the way up there. Figure out which one works best and helps you stay in the right spot and go from there. Thanks. Happy practicing.